In this video, we are talking about Atomic Habits, Chapter 1, The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. And I'm going to do a book review series on this book right here, Atomic Habits, because I think it is very important by James Clear that people find out the information that is in this book. I'm currently on a journey of self-development and productivity, so I wanted to take you along with me. This is the Karat Juice Podcast. I am your host, Monte Lee. If you're coming right in, go ahead and drop a like. I'm going to get right into the content because I don't want to waste your time. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a summary and some things that I took away from this great book in Chapter 1. So, Atomic Habits, what does that mean? Atomic habits are small habits that you can implement in your life that ultimately over time can have major impact and have a major effect on a lot of the things that you're trying to accomplish in your life. And in this book, in Chapter 1, James Clear, he highlighted a couple of things, but some things that stood out to me. The first thing that stood out to me that he talked about was how when you are engaging in and participating and doing small things each and every day to get better, you might not see the effects of it. You might not see the results of it right away. And that's where a lot of people get discouraged. However, you gotta look at habits like you would look at money. Engaging in small habits each and every day to get better by 1 degree, if you did that for 365 days, you would be 37% better in 1 year. Conversely, if you got worse by 1 degree each day, you would hit out and bottom out at 0 after a year. So when you think of it in that way, even if you don't see the effects of it right away with the things that you're doing and you're implementing into your life, to have better habits, it is helping you in the long run. You just kind of gotta push through. And there is something that he talked about as called the Valley of Disappointment, where that time when you are performing the habits, for instance, you're going to the gym, you're running for 30 days straight, but you don't see any change in your body structure and your physique. You are learning a language, you're learning Spanish, and you've been doing that for a week or 2 weeks, but you haven't developed and learned the whole language yet. You are in the process of accomplishing what you want to accomplish, even though you're not seeing the end result just yet. Don't get discouraged, okay? And what he talked about, and I'll outline it here, is he talked about how that interim time where when you're inputting and you're engaging in a small habit, you're expecting to get results right away. He says that the results should be linear. You should get the results right away, but that's not what happens. He put out a graph, and what happens is when we are engaging in those habits and we're putting in that work and we're putting in that effort to get to the goal that we ultimately want to get to, we often want instant results, instant gratification, but that's not how things work. What you need to do is focus on today, focus on the present. What can you do to get better by 1 degree today? And over time, you can overcome something he calls the plateau of latent potential. That's that time where you're in process and you're doing the work, but you're not getting the result right away. And at the end of all the work you're doing is your goal. And in between time is something he calls the Valley of Disappointment. And that's where a lot of people stop. That's where a lot of people fail. That's where a lot of people give up. And what this book is telling me and what I'm learning and taking away from it is that's when you keep going. You don't focus surely on the goals. I know this sounds a little bit different and a lot of people don't hear this a lot, but don't focus strictly on the goals. What you need to be paying more attention to is the system. If you have a system that is set up for success, meaning reading a little bit each day, cleaning your room, making sure your place is tidy, saving a little bit of money each month, going to the gym 3 times a week, you have that system in place and you are adhering to that each and every day, you're not taking shortcuts. Over time, you will reach your goal by being consistent with the system that will set you up for success. That's what I'm taking away from chapter 1. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is for a long time, I read a lot of books. I'm always interested in learning. I usually actually like to listen to my books as far as like an audio book, but I got back into reading and I'm so glad that I did. And this book is one of my first forays into that. And I'm going to be doing this series. I'm going to put out at least one video per week outlining the chapter that I read. We're starting with chapter 1 on this, but this is a way for me to be able to retain the information, add value to you guys, and hopefully you got something out of me giving me my summary of the first chapter of this book. I'm on my purpose right now. I'm not complete. I'm not a finished product, but by just putting out this video, it's me focusing on getting one degree better. Let me become a better speaker as well. By putting out this video, it's helping me get 1 degree better each and every day. And that's what I encourage you guys to do as well. No matter if you're going to be reading this book or you're trying to learn a language or you're trying to have a better physique and get in the gym, what can you do today and impact and change in your habits so you can have the proper system to get to and above your goals in the future? So, Atomic Habits, James Clear, this has been the chapter 1 summary. If you're interested in purchasing this book, and I would recommend that, I'm gonna have a link to the Amazon product that you can purchase. And just a disclaimer, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do purchase the book here on this video, I get a commission from that at no extra cost to you. And I've talked to you guys about that before, affiliate links. That's a way to get some great passive income. You can check out my video on that. I might link that to the end of this video. But hey, that's been another video here on the Karat Juice podcast. No matter what you are doing in life, this book can help you out in things that you have going on. And we'll leave it at that. Go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know if you've read this book, if you plan on picking it up, if you have any other book recommendations that I could go over in the future. I got inspiration from a lot of content creators in the productivity space talking about books and kind of giving their summary of what they thought. And this is a good way for you to be able to retain the information that you read in the book. Because believe it or not, a lot of people, you can read through books, you can skim through books. I know I've had this problem, and you really don't retain the information that you're reading. So this is holding me accountable by producing this content, and hopefully I'm adding some value to you in some way. So like, subscribe to the video, and until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.